Tried to get the car out. We had no cell service. We couldn't call anybody to help us out. And it was decided that, look, there is a main road up ahead. And my husband was in a car accident and is recovering from a broken back. So he couldn't really walk. And I have professional and recreational experience lifelong in the outdoors. So I said, well, I'll just walk up to the main road. I can do this. Like, I'm a runner. And I'll be back in a few hours. And I got to what I thought was the main road, which it was, but it was plowed, but it was closed. I did not know it was closed. So I saw that it was plowed, and I thought, well, someone should be passing by soon, but I didn't want to just stand and wait for someone to pass. So I kept walking towards, I saw a street sign for Route 67, which I knew was a major, a major road. And so I turned down to go to 67, and it started to get dark, but I had my cell phone camera, or cell phone flashlight that I was using to see where I was. And I had stopped and holed up under a tree for the night, but then I got cold and scared, and I thought, you know what, I just have to keep walking because someone has to pass sooner or later. There has to be a car that passes sooner or later. And it got to be about 1:30 in the morning, and at this point I had walked about 26 miles, and I said, I can't see anymore, I have to stop. And all the experiences I've had with camping and survival training and all of that said to find the evergreen trees give you a cover, and it was snowing at the time and it was windy, so I kind of wedged myself into under an evergreen tree with two branches on either side, but I didn't want to fall asleep because I knew if I fell asleep that you hear stories that you would freeze to death. So I kept myself awake. I just talked to myself and rocked back and forth to stay warm, and got up the next day and saw that I was actually at 67, and I saw the sign for Route 67, and I saw a sign that said East Rim Grand Canyon Visitor Center, 4 miles, and I thought, well, I've just done 25, 26 miles. I can do this. I couldn't turn back because obviously nobody was around. So at least I thought I could get to where people would be, and I hadn't brought anything. I brought a small snack pack of Cheerios. Again, I didn't think I'd be out that long, and I didn't bring water. So at that point, I started eating aspen twigs and evergreen twigs and little boluses of snow, because you was taught you shouldn't eat snow because it takes too much energy to melt it. So I put it in my cheek and let it melt. But then learning how to, with being so weak and my feet being like not really being able to feel my feet, learning how to walk again. And that's just a process. It's just going to take time. I haven't lost any toes. The left foot, the one that didn't have the shoe, is in really bad shape, and that's my clutch foot. I drive stick shift cars. It's like, oh, don't lose any toes on that. But that's in retrospect, or like in the grand scheme of things, I keep thinking.